Do your thing, dog. Do your thing.
We live now, Sean. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Dubs family. I'm back bringing in a special guest to me, my Uncle Mace, known as Coach Carl Franks, who has coached a few players that have been in the NFL. And one of our crazy Redskins ex-players, old Captain Chaos, Chris Cooley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in and let my boys ask him some questions about some of these players or some of his coaching jobs. So
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
So
Yeah, I'm just here. Thanks for having me on, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Football, baseball, I don't care what it is, sports wise. More knowledgeable about football than anything else. So I'm happy to conversate, share whatever questions you guys have. Just let me know. And
okay.
off we go.
So what play should we start with? Player. Ryan Neal.
Oh, Ryan Neal? Yeah. So Ryan Neal right now, I think he's starting for the Seahawks right now. I knew he was on the practice roster and just kept working his way up. But when I first came to SIU in 2016, Neal was here. He out of Indiana. He's our Indiana kid. Was here out of high school. Played some corner. See, I coached the corners here, but he mostly played safety and a lot of special teams. Some of the special teams that I was involved in. But Neal is just like all the guys that we're probably going to talk about. Hardworking, work ethic was off the chain. Football knowledge was so if it's a Madden rating, it's like 98, 99. You know what I mean? He was very smart, good student too. So he just, he was a hardworking, dedicated player. So he was kind of easy to coach because he was always hungry to get better at everything, And I guess I can give you a little background. I mostly coach special teams, safeties, and corners. So that's kind of over my whole career. Earlier I was a special teams coordinator, and then kind of halfway through my career, I started coaching safeties and corners. And depending on where I was, it'd be exclusively corners or exclusively safeties. But I worked with all of them, really. So, yeah, Ryan Neal's a good player. Good person, too.
You got any question you want to ask, Sean? A Skins fan all day.
Not about Neal, no.
Okay, so
what y'all want to know about Cooley?
So we're gonna save Cooley for last, y'all. We gotta save Cooley for last. But so on your team, is his name Madre Harper?
Oh yeah, Madre
Harper.
Yeah, y'all be playing them tomorrow because y'all playing the Giants, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Madre was a transfer from Oklahoma State. Long arm. I think he's like number 45 for the Giants.
What position does he play?
He plays corner, but he's like 6'2", maybe 195. He's a long limb corner. Mostly I've seen him on special teams, maybe some nickel, but he is like all these guys we're going to talk about. The one thing that I can say about all of them, they're there for a reason, right? They got that incredible work ethic, man. It's how people say you got to love the grind. Yeah, all those guys, they thrive off of just getting better, being competitors, and they just work like It's hard to explain. They get after it all the time. So when you got sprints going, conditioning, they're in the front. You know, you got no problems with them off the field. They go to class. All those things that you build up to be a professional in any field, really, right? People say football is life, right? It is, because you got to work hard. You got to be dedicated to something, whatever it is, and you got to see it through. So, yeah. You guys will see Madre, number 45. He crazy. He is crazy.
Okay.
He'll smack you, you know. He's one of those guys. He'll hit you in the face and
Yeah,
let
hopefully
you know
he
about
don't
it.
do nothing against us.
Right. He wild, man. You'll see him on there on those special teams. I like him. He's another good dude that just works hard. I think he's from Texas. He a Texas kid,
Okay.
but transferred from Ogie State. Yeah.
So up next, I got he was drafted by the Eagles, I think. Craig James.
Yeah, he was Craig. I coached Craig both. He was here with us for 2 years at SIU, and he was a corner. He transferred from Minnesota. Athletic, fast, competitive, smart. All these guys kind of have the same attributes when you talk about what they did and how they got where they are right now. You know, but Craig is, you know, he can return kicks. I don't think he has, but you know, he was there. He was named their Eagles, one of the Eagles captains. So the Eagles actually cut a guy and kept him because Craig was like a practice roster type player, and then he just worked his way up. And I'm not surprised.
Oh, okay.
You know, not surprised at all with Craig. But he's a St. Louis kid. He's from out this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's how we got him. He transferred from Minnesota back closer to home. St. Louis is like 2 hours from where I live. So, yeah, Craig was another one. Funny. He was always laughing in the meeting room. So, yeah.
Yeah, skin starts to drop off. But what up, Yuki? What up, Outlaw King? How you doing, Anna? So,
Anybody got any questions on the whoever's in the room? I can't see any chat questions on my phone.
No
So.
questions yet. Let me get Skins
No
back
question.
in the building. Okay, so a guy I was thinking we was gonna draft, and then the Panthers stepped in and stole him. Jeremy Chen.
Man. So Jeremy Chen, Fishers, Indiana, another Indiana kid, came here out of high school. When he got here, he played corner for me first. He started out at corner. He can do pretty much anything. The dude is a freak. And I'm surprised. I'm just surprised he went to the second round. Like he had all the only reason is because he was at a smaller school, right? He's 41, 42-inch vertical, 11 broad jump, can run big, 6'3", 220, 219. I mean, you've seen him play. I don't know if y'all watched him. Probably one of the best players that I've coached. So he moved from corner to safety, and then he came back and played some corner. Now this dude, he would talk about work ethic. He would be there as late as the coaches was at night. We had to make him go home. He used to try to hide in there and try to watch film. He tried to hide in the office so he can watch more film.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and it's a great thing. When you go to your meetings, you got to be extra prepared because he needs all the information. He wants all the information. You got to get it to him. You got to feed it to him, man. The dude is a machine. Yeah, good.
That's a good player. That's a good player to have on your team.
Yeah, well, he's got leadership qualities, and he just works hard, man, and gets it done. Real real.
We got a
studious.
question for you
Yeah,
from Gridiron Yuki. He says, what are your thoughts on Haskins?
The quarterback.
Yeah.
Haskins.
That's what he thinks it is, I think.
Yeah, man, and you already know, Ant, what I said about Haskins.
Oh, Dwayne.
I don't know.
I've
Man.
heard these stories.
So when it comes to like, I really don't try to dog players. I just like evaluate. I just tell it like I see it. You know what I mean? How I see, and because everybody is, want to be good or trying to do something. So it's, I don't try to be down on anybody, but he just doesn't have. I don't feel like he has any type of mobility to move around and make. He's slow footed. I think. I don't know. So
That's fact.
Rain boots.
Yeah.
Rain boots. Yeah,
Cement.
exactly. Flip flops in the sand.
Yeah.
You got flip flops on at the beach. But
cinder blocks.
Have you ever seen? I'm sorry. Have you ever seen Haskins in person?
I've never seen him in person. I don't know how big he is. How big is he?
About 6'3".
Yeah. I've never seen him in person. I just don't think he, with how pressure gets on quarterbacks these days, you got to have some kind of mobility to be able to extend the play. And he's just not that good in that, area. But, are they using him right? I don't know. I don't know what, scheme, what works best for him. I don't think they found that yet. Or maybe they didn't give him enough time to figure it out, but I don't know. But that's my thoughts on him. I just think he's slow-footed, and he needs the ability to move around a little bit because of the league is always going to have pressure on you. So that's my thoughts on him.
What you think about his arm talent?
I mean, I haven't watched him enough to, I just watch a few games, and I just noticed that he can't get away from anybody. Arm talent, I think, is probably there. Sorry, y'all. These damn bugs out here they jumping me. I'm not. That's a good question, and I don't really have a solid answer because I'm not really I don't critique quarterbacks too much. You know what I'm saying? I think his arm strength is decent. Probably needs a different type of offense to run.
That is true. I think we all agree. With that.
Yeah. He might excel somewhere else in a more controlled, that can protect him a little bit more.
A West Coast offense.
Yeah.
A team that got some weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do, because this is really the ride. Who is he threatening? He ain't running nowhere, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, that read option not faking nobody out.
Not for him,
Yeah.
So that's too bad. Hopefully he can either find success there or somewhere else that suits him.
So how about our main man, Chris Cooley?
Oh, Cooley.
Give us some background on this guy.
Cooley, man. So Chris Cooley. I was at Utah State, and he was a local athlete. He was right there in Logan, and I think it was Logan High School. If I'm mistaken, sorry, but I believe it was. He's a wrestler, athletic, tough. Like, he was tough, man. He had some something in him. He had that fire, right? So as a freshman, he played for us as a true freshman. I think we had some injuries, but he started playing defensive end for us. And at that time, I was a special teams coordinator, and he was. I used him on special teams. He did some long snapping, punt team, kickoff. He was just everywhere because he had that. Most coaches say, you got that got shit in his neck or whatever. He just he's got that defensive mentality, right? He had that spark. He could do all these things. He was crazy, tough, wild, And then what happened was after we got some D linemen back and stuff, he moved over to H back, and it was a wrap after that. It was a wrap because he brought his defensive mentality to the offensive side of the ball and just used to kick everybody's ass. Like when he was blocking, down blocking on the DN. But I mean, he would just get after people. And, obviously you guys saw him play. He can catch. He can get open. He's just a big, athletic, physical dude, man. It was fun being around him because he was kind of, out there. Different, Sorry about that. Something just flew over my head.
All y'all in the comments. I appreciate y'all for being here. Go ahead, Warpath. Go ahead.
Has he always been like a film junkie? Like from when because right now he's always dissecting film. And I mean, it seems like he's got his wits about him and he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Was he like that at Utah State? Just like kind of like what you said, Jeremy Chen was.
Yeah.
Film watcher and everything.
Well, he wasn't in my position,
so
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. But I can tell you that he was smart. Very, his football IQ is up there because he played as a true freshman and then he was playing different positions. He was also playing special teams, so you got to learn the scheme in special teams as well. Especially like if you're on a punt team, you got to make a call. If you're on the punt return team, you had to adjust every week. Okay, this week you're going to be here, Cooley. This week so he has that football IQ. Is it getting too dark where y'all can't see me?
You starting to get dark.
Word? Okay, I'm gonna turn the light on.
Okay,
hang on.
Man, you got some more questions too?
Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch.
How's that?
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
That's good. We can see.
Is that better?
Yes, that's better.
So, how was Kevin Curtis? Because I mean, he made a career out of in the league. Good wide receiver. He got paid in Philadelphia. To talk about Kevin,
Curtis
how was he?
Just fast. Kevin Curtis I think he was a walk-on at first. And here's the funny thing. Let me see. This was a while ago, so I'm gonna try to remember. Okay, but he was almost like on the list of players to cut from the team when we first got there. But he was a walk-on, right? Just some little nerdy-looking dude. But man, he was fast. He could run, and I think once our offensive coordinator found that out, kind of put him to use. We had Jose Fuentes, I think that was his name, QB at the time, just bombing it to him. Kevin Curtis was good. He was kind of quiet, just a solid player that you could depend on. I had him returning kicks for me because I was doing special teams. Every now and then I try to sneak him in there on the block punt team because he had some acceleration, but he was a great player. Yeah. I'm glad you brought his name up, man. I forgot about Kevin. Yeah. Oh, you guys had another player of mine, Adi Jamo.
I ain't a fan of Adi Jamo.
You're not a fan? Yeah.
Nah.
I know he came out of Utah State, and I think he was just like special teams mostly when he was with the Redskins, I think.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not a fan.
Oh, no, I ain't a fan of him. I was like, I saw him in a game one time. I asked him for his autograph after the game. He said, I don't do autograph. I'm like, dude, yeah. That's why I don't like him. So I always held that against him.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was fast too. A slim guy, but pretty fast. Okay. Man, that's good. That's a good question. I'm glad you bringing up those guys because I haven't really thought about them in a long time. Or some of the way back wins, I have hardly any communication with, just maybe a few from way back.
Did you have?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you have a favorite player to coach?
Yeah, I did. One of my favorite players I coached when I was at Northern Arizona was Kevin Garrard, KJ Garrard. And I think he spent some time with the Ravens. He made the team as a free agent. KJ was, I just liked him as a player and a person. Like, he and his girlfriend used to babysit for me sometimes. But he was one of the smartest players. I would put him with football IQ up there with Jeremy Chen and those guys. Put it this way, in his 4-year career, he had 19 interceptions as a corner. And he understood what offenses were doing. And he put himself in position along with his technique and everything in film study to make a bunch of plays. But he was one of my favorite players to coach, for sure. But I have a lot. It's hard to pick one because I kind of get to know him. And, I got a weird sense of humor, and so do they. And so we tend to get along and stay in contact for a long time. Like Craig James and those guys and Chen, we still send instant messages on Instagram of joke, whatever we know was funny. So it's been nice to just kind of be in contact with all the players over the years. Yeah.
That's good.
That hat's shining right there.
Yeah, man, that's pure solid gold, man.
See it, boy. I don't need the lights over here. I could just get the reflection off of that thing blinging. Okay,
you know who I got it from?
Who?
Gold digger. Gold digger right here, big baller style.
Oh, you got it.
Cut it out, bro. There you go with that again.
The box was so heavy, I thought I had a tire in the box. That's how heavy the box was.
Oh man.
My dog out here now.
Y'all got any more questions for him? Anybody in the comments got a question?
Hey, so what is Cooley? You said Warpath, you said Cooley, like, does he work?
He worked for Washington in the radio booth until this past year, and now he does like film study, and he talks with some of the local radio guys, and he breaks it down on the Kevin Sheehan podcast. So it's like he goes in depth, and I'm like, wow, I'm like learning, listening to him.
One player he didn't agree with coming to this team was Dwayne Haskins, right, y'all? He did not like Dwayne Haskins.
Cooley?
Yep.
Yeah. That doesn't fit. It's too, yeah. But I need to try to find that show and just listen to it, because I think I saw something on YouTube a while ago with Cooley doing something with somebody. Or I don't know if it was a Halloween. I can't remember what it was, but he was acting crazy. It was some years back when he was popular. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, look at Craig. He not changed.
That's
changed.
awesome.
My man is crazy. He's funny. It's in a good way.
So didn't you tell me that y'all coached against Antonio Gibson in that conference, the running back?
Antonio, what?
Yeah. See, now you done forgot.
No,
the running back. What team was he on? Memphis?
Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah, we played Memphis. We played Memphis when he was there. They had him and a receiver, number 3. I don't remember his name. I'll be forgetting names, man. But yeah, we played Memphis in 2016, 2017. Played him pretty tough. And he was hard to bring down, you know. Yeah, it's
Yuki said, "What was your favorite game to coach?"
Man, let's see. When I was at Utah State, we went and played Nebraska. we played like that year they got rid of the Big West, and then we played an independent schedule. So we played like Iowa, LSU, Nebraska, Central Florida. We played all these big time schools, and then my favorite was Nebraska because, you know, they had the history of selling out the stadium, you know, all that stuff. But going into the stadium and leaving the stadium, the fans will line up and applaud you. There was like no trash talking. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There was no trash talking. Even when we lost, there was no, you guys suck. When we left the stadium, the fans you kind of go underneath this tunnel and you go by like just a short part. I think it's like concession stands. So they rope it off, and the fans just, hey, good job, good work. Oh, they give you compliments, which I've never ever heard of before.
Oh, he said, what year? You remember what year that was?
It has to be. Let's see, man. You asking somebody that remember what happened yesterday.
So Rico Proctor said what team you coach, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you tell him what teams you've coached for, what colleges you've coached.
Okay, the colleges. Well, I started out playing for the University of Montana, so go Grizz. I was a Grizzly. That's where I started my coaching career, is with Montana.
He was nice, y'all. He was nice.
And the Grizzlies. And then from there, I went to Utah State. I was there for like 3 years. And then from there, I went to Northern Arizona. That's FCS football, Northern Arizona. From there, I went to Western Illinois. And then from there, I went to Canada. I coached at Winnipeg Blue Bombers for a year. And then, I was out for a couple of years. I was coaching high school ball in Virginia, good old Williamsburg. And then I got here at SIU in 2016, was there from 2016 to 18. So, yeah, that's the trail. I can't even remember the year we played Nebraska at Utah State. That person might want to look that up.
2002.
2002. There you go. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Most successful player you coached, I gotta say, is Cooley. Right.
Probably. Because he was in it for the long. He wasn't my position, but he's probably been in it the longest.
Yeah.
You know, I think Jeremy Chen is probably going to be. He might be Rookie of the Year coming up, but hopefully, you know, he'll be in there for a while.
Yeah.
But Chris Cooley, man, yeah, that dude was something else. But
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Bryce Love?
Bryce Love.
We say the same thing.
Where is the love?
Where's
Bryce was behind McCaffrey over at Stanford?
Stanford,
right?
Oh, the little running back.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I was talking to Anthony about this. Like, it's been a while since I actually like followed the NFL or followed college. Like, so when you guys say some of these names, like it'll take me a minute to figure out even who they are. You know what I mean? Because I don't dive into it like that. Because I was mostly studying, you know, watching film, so I had no really idea who was who. But that's that little tough running back from Stanford. Then you're talking about. Yeah, where is he?
We don't know. Witness protection. That's all.
You're saying how come they're not playing him? And I talked to Anthony about this. Man, okay. As a fan, you're like, where is so-and-so? How come they not playing so-and-so, right? But as a coach, one of the things that fans don't understand, like, you don't know what goes on in that meeting room. You don't know if he struggles with picking up pass protection or just struggle with learning the scheme, you know what I mean? Or a bad attitude or injury. They're not, you never know what it is, because anytime, you could say, oh, well, so and so is the fastest guy out there. Yeah, but he don't know the plays, so that's why he's not playing. Yeah, but you guys draft him, but he doesn't know what he's doing, so he's a liability. So that's why he's not playing. But coaches can't tell you that, and that's what most fans don't understand. They don't know what's happening in that room, in that meeting room or in that position room. He could show up late all the time. Get fined, and maybe there's no confidence in him. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I mean? But I hear you. Like, if they draft him, how come they're not playing him? But you never know what the reason is, and they'll never tell you either. They'll never let you know. But yeah, I like him though. He was tough to bring down at Stanford when Who's the back now? I don't know who.
It's Antonio Gibson. That's our back right now.
Okay, and then who's the second guy coming in?
McKissick right now.
Yeah. We don't like it.
Yeah.
But my guy just hasn't showed up, right? That's a good question, man. I don't know. I can tell you, I've had players athletically. I can think of one player right now who was I won't say his name, but he was at Northern Arizona. He's a corner. Okay, he's this probably gonna narrow it down, but I wouldn't suspect that they're watching. But he was a white corner. He was 6'2". He was 190. Freaky athlete. Explosive, fast, had a 41-inch vertical, could just stand there in flip-flops and jump up and dunk the ball. Just phenomenal athlete. He was such a great athlete. He was being recruited by Notre Dame and all these other schools, right? So how did we get him? Well, So he ended up falling to us, and he had a low test score, whatever. We got him. I got him. And my man just couldn't quite figure out what to do. Simplest as, hey, that's your man. Follow him. He'll be looking back here. His man will go all the way down the field wide open, looking at the quarter, and you're like, you got this big time corner. How come he's not playing? Well, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So I can't play him. Your liability. So that's a good question, man.
You ever thought about coaching in the NFL?
Early on, I did. I did a one of those minority internships, like with the Titans. I don't know. It's probably 2003, somewhere in there. And it was a good experience. It kind of turned me off a little bit. Well, I saw it was public, I think it was Albert Hainsworth or something, like go off on a coach or something like that. And I'm just like, man,
Albert, the one who stole money from us.
Old fat Albert.
Yeah, it was just like, and even when I was in the CFL, the best part about it, because it was just football, there was no recruiting, if you're late, you're fine. I didn't have to do it. I just had a coach. But, you get some players who think they know it all, or you don't jive with some players, and it's all about the players. It's not about the coach. Sometimes you got to kind of baby them this way, or finesse them this way so they can. I don't like that. I didn't like that. Not having, I wouldn't say control, but having a say in what goes on. So to answer your question, I thought about it, but I don't think it's for me.
So were you there the whole season, or were you just there for like the off season during that internship?
No, I was there because I was coaching. So I was there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I think it's called the Bill Walsh Minority Coaching Internship or something. And so I went in there. I was there for 2 weeks. We got to do a preseason game. So I spent the first half on the field and then the second half in the booth where they, at the time, it was like the photos and all that stuff. So it's just, you're there for the experience. I was able to go into every meeting room, position meetings. I could take notes, but I couldn't take anything with me, like, you know, a handout or playbook, or I couldn't do that. But I was allowed to take notes. So I went to Gunther Cunningham's meeting at the time, the quarterback coach, offense coordinator. I think his name was Craig
Johnson.
Yeah. Craig Johnson. I was in his meeting. The D-line coach was big redhead guy,
Washburn. Jim Washburn.
Yeah, Jim Washburn. I was in his meetings. Jeff Fisher's son played at football at Montana. You know, so Fisher was the one that chose me for the internship, and he was about as cool as can be. Down to earth, good coach. So yeah, I sat in all those meetings. You know, that's when, you know, rest in peace, McNair was there. He was funny. Him and Javon Curse together was hilarious to me. But yeah, I was only there for 2 weeks. So it was a good experience.
If you ever reconsider coming, you know, try to coach again, man, Washington definitely can use you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use. I done said that plenty of times.
Yeah. That would be cool, man. You know, maybe
and get all the money you can get to.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I'm gonna let this dog back in. Go in.
Because Dan will pay you. I'm telling you.
He over here walking in circles.
Yeah, Dan.
How you doing, Dan? Happy Thanksgiving. He gonna write you a nice.
Just paying guys that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you're gonna pay somebody, might as well give me a shot, right?
Man, I'm looking at their roster. They had some world beaters on this, right? They had Eddie George and Wycheck at the end of their careers, and Keith Bullock.
Roll.
Yeah, Samari Rolls on here. Lance Schulter.
And Tank Williams.
Wow, man.
Yeah, they had some guys, man. They were a solid team. You know, they had some guys. And here's another. What's the name? Eddie George. It was me and this other guy named Marcus. I can't remember his name. He was coaching at Army at the time. But we were both doing the internship. And Eddie George invited us to Samari Roll's birthday party at his restaurant, which was pretty cool. And who was that? The backup quarterback, Billy Volek.
Billy Volek, yeah.
Yeah, I think he a Sacramento dude, or his dad from Sacramento, something like that. But that was, I had a good time with that.
Oh, Rico Proctor said, "Did you ever coach high school football?" I think he must have not been in here, but if you
I coached high school football twice. So before I started coaching at Montana, I coached high school football, like Hellgate High School, because I was still living in Montana at the time. And then I coached a couple years in Williamsburg, Virginia. Coached high school there.
Okay.
At War Hill, right?
War Hill, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, high school football is a little different because you got to deal with parents who think their kids should be playing, and their kid run like they got wearing church shoes on the basketball court. They can't even. But they should be, they should be playing. I didn't like high school football because I didn't like all that comes with the parents and the letters to the principal and my son should be this and that. And I was just like,
yeah.
So did somebody said who are some coaches that inspired you? Was there a coach that inspired you to coach? Yeah,
well, not necessarily a coach that inspired me to coach because, and you know me, man, I football, I've always been obsessed with football, like from electric football, the little.
Yeah, you remember that? You remember me?
Yeah. Hey, man, Anthony. Hey, Anthony was little. Man, it's like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. I hear some noise. I look, man, this boy carrying my electric football game, snuck it out my room, dragging it down the hallway. I was like, man, boy, put that back. He started crying.
I had one too.
Yeah. So I knew I was missing something when I was done playing, and I figured out what it was. I needed to compete, and I got back into coaching. But one of the coaches I learned most of my stuff from, technique or just scheme wise, even some special team stuff. His name is Corey Batoon. I think he's at Liberty right now.
They just won today.
Yeah, they beat they beat Virginia Tech. Yeah. So Corey Batoon, if you look him up, he's a Hawaiian guy. I first started coaching with him at Montana, and then I was with him for a short time in Montana. And then he brought me on at I got on at Northern Arizona. He was a defensive coordinator there, and I was there with six seasons with him, and that's kind of where I learned the bulk of everything was from him. So that's the coach who kind of gave me my start in at least putting things together for myself. But the head coach at Northern Arizona at the time was Jerome Sowers, who hired me. I played for him. He was he was the defensive coordinator at Montana when I was a player. So he got me into coaching my first year in 97, I think it was. He's the one that got me in. He was the defensive coordinator at Montana, and he asked me if I wanted to coach. And I was like, yep. So, yeah.
That's good.
Have you ever thought about coaching another sport or just football?
That's a good question. And no, not really. I just don't know it enough about another sport to be able to, deliver it with the I guess the confidence in knowing the ins and outs about it. So I've never thought about coaching another sport, although it probably would be fun. If I would coach another sport, it'd probably be like I want to say like tennis or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Red, and what's up, Gunner? I see you in the building. Thanks for joining us.
I can't tell you guys this. When you talk about earlier I was talking about how football is life, right? And then I was talking about the players and the work ethic and all that stuff. When I first started coaching, I was working for youth homes, and I was what at the time they're called restricted earnings. So they had no benefits. So I switched my full-time job at the youth homes to overnight shifts. So Monday through Thursday, I would work overnights, get off at 7, and then I go to the football office, and Coach Sowers would let me sleep in his office for about an hour or two, and then I would coach. I did that for one season. So I had 2 jobs because I needed benefits. So I was doing overnights and then coaching during the day. And man, yeah, I'm glad it was one season because I was.
Was that old with Big Mom? Was Big Mom at that group home?
No. I worked for Missoula Youth Homes
in Montana
after I was done playing. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, somebody was getting ready to say something. So.
Yeah, who's your favorite football team in the NFL?
Oh, Raiders.
Raiders?
Oh, Raiders. I've been an A's, Raiders, Warriors fan my entire life. Good, bad, and ugly. I stick with my squad. Pretty much like you guys stick with your squad. You know what I mean? You just roll with them.
Yeah.
Through the good times, through the bad times, through the crank up that diesel. Oh, yeah.
See, that was shade right there. He was throwing shade at us because you remember when Marcus Allen ran over top of us.
No, I wasn't throwing shade. I just remember John Riggins. I used to like John Riggins because he was tough, man. I like all the tough players.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, but crank up that diesel. Yeah, but no, yeah. I've been a Raiders fan forever. Here's the other thing. Most people say you can't like these 2 teams, but I do just because I always like their defense. It's Pittsburgh. I just like their defensive style, so I like to watch their defense get after it. Over the years they've always been good. So, but when
Are you satisfied with John Gruden as a head coach?
They need to do something about the defense, man. We're young on the defense, but I would say right now, I'm on the fence. I think he's got Derek Carr going in the right direction in terms of, you see when Derek Carr gets pressure, man, he so he's got to figure out how to get the ball out quick for Carr. Now they just got to figure out how to stop people on defense.
Man, y'all beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. That's about the time that, Mahomes is going to score on everybody. But that's about the time where the defense started to play a little bit better, But I love me some Raiders, man. I didn't wear my Raider, and I was gonna wear my Raiders, with the Ice Cube face on it.
Yeah.
I didn't wear it tonight though. I couldn't find it. I don't know where it is.
So what was the hardest part about being a coach?
The hardest part?
Yeah.
The hours.
The hours.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The hours. Because you can't, the hours, man. Your family, going to your kids' games or, being the hours.
The hours.
It'll wear your ass out, man. And if you're not winning, I've been through some good seasons, some bad seasons, but it makes it worse. Makes it harder on you and your family, and your kids they know when you're losing. Hey, we might have to move again. That all those things, your family, the hours, all that stuff is pretty stressful.
Okay, since I asked that, what was the best thing about coaching?
Well, the football part, obviously,
because you loved it, right?
Yeah. Now, the players, it's the players. It's not one single thing, and so it's like you got these relationships with other coaches. You guys got your little jokes, your inside jokes. I always like to laugh. I always like to joke, play. So connecting with the players and the staff, when you got that as a group, that's the best. That's like one of the best things. There's no other job in the country like it. There's no other job like it where you can, have those type of, relationships or, schedule or whatever. But yeah, I would have to say the coaches and the players is probably the best thing. And obviously winning, you can win.
Yeah.
That helps. Yeah, those are good. That was a good question. And when you said what's the hardest thing, when I started thinking about them hours, I was like, yeah, man, I don't think I'm gonna be getting back into this.
Yeah. Well, he said who was the best QB you ever coached, but what was the best quarterback you ever had on one of your teams?
On the team that I was on?
Yeah.
Man, I can tell you who the best quarterback was that I played with. And I haven't Dave Dickinson. Look him up. This dude never lost a game in high school. He played at Montana. He played quarterback. He went to the CFL. He won Grey Cups. He coaches a head coach in the CFL. He wins Grey Cups. The dude is just flat out winner. But if you look at him, he's like 5'10", 180. He looks like a professor. But the dude was the best quarterback. He won the Walter Payton Award. And I think he just got inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame.
So he never got a shot in the NFL?
He was with the San Diego Chargers for a short time. They didn't keep him. But the dude just won. He just won. That's all he did. Now, that's the best one I played with. I'm trying to think team-wise. Probably, damn, who was good? That's a tough question, man. It is, because there are some that were, pretty good. Like Jose Fuentes, I thought was pretty good at Utah State. Brian Aiyat was pretty good, at Montana. Jason Marietta from Northern Arizona. He came in as a freshman He was a runner-up for the Walter Payton Canada or something. Jason Marietta, I think he's got all the passing records at Northern Arizona. He was good. He played safety in high school. In Arizona State, he played safety and quarterback. And Arizona State wanted him as a safety, but he wanted to play quarterback, and that's how we got him. Yeah, Jason Marietta, he was pretty damn good. Yeah.
Oh. That's good.
These are good questions, man.
I appreciate you coming on, brother. You know.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it.
I just like talking football, but man, these are good questions. Is bringing up memories of players and things like that. So,
talk about that game y'all upset Idaho when you played. How'd you feel after that game?
When we beat Idaho?
Yeah,
like when I was playing.
Yeah, when you
was like number 1 or something like that.
Yeah, I do my research, man. So
yeah, man. Well, Montana Idaho rival was, but I remember they had the quarterback Doug Nussmeier.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, who's an OC somewhere right now, right? He was at like Alabama, then he's somewhere.
I just saw it earlier. Yeah, because he got drafted in like the 4th round, didn't he? He was like a junior, got drafted.
Good. He was good. So they came to Missoula talking big trash. Hey man, we just let them have it basically. For the 3 years that I played there, I know we let them have it. I think one time I had a scoop and score to seal the deal for the Big Sky Championship at their place. It was always good to beat them. But when we beat them that day, because I think it might have been my junior year, we were mediocre, and they came in at like number 2 or number 1 or something, and we put the boots to them right quick.
Yeah.
That was fun, man. That was fun. There was one of our safeties.
Who did you play that day that I came to the game? And you had,
we played Idaho State.
You did? And you got them picks? Man.
Yeah, that was in Idaho State. Yeah.
Man.
So there's the Idaho State Bengals, and then there's Idaho Vandals. I think who they're D1 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they moved up.
Your boy Tom Cable coached there for a while.
Cable, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Cable did, yeah.
Yep. I never met him. I didn't know him, but I know of him.
Yeah. I say because he's on he coached the Raiders. That's why I say your boy.
He shouldn't have been there in the first place. They should have kept Jack Del Rio, if you ask me.
We good. They did the right thing.
Yeah, because at least the defense gonna be good.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, fine. At least we got something that's good.
Yeah.
Or with potential.
Yeah. But no. That's Doug Nussmeier beat them.
How many interceptions you had? What's the most interceptions you had in one game?
Most interceptions I had?
Yeah.
In one game.
Just one, I think.
One in one game.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Did I have? Oh.
I thought you had like 2 that game I went to.
Maybe I did, man.
I was going nuts that game. I remember
they had pass breakups. I had a forced fumble and like a pass breakup and stuff. I think I only had 1 pick 6 though.
Didn't they put you in the paper after that game?
Yeah, they did some little story.
He was going nuts that game.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember that game because they just moved me to a different position because I was playing corner, and then one of our safeties got hurt, and then they moved me to safety because at junior college I played free safety.
So you got some speed. So you got some speed on you.
So they took me. Not anymore. No, they moved me to safety, and then I had that big game, and they just kept me there. So that dude that came back from the injury was just playing behind me, and then I would go to corner in our nickel and dime package, and in the base I go back to safety, free safety.
It does. He reminds me of Jesse, man.
Yep, he do.
So
You do. That's
Jesse
you
Dion?
call them twins. They twins. Them boys.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. I was about to say, Jesse, your dad, man. I'm like, man.
Yeah, Jesse, man. Twin. Yeah, he always called me his twin.
Yeah.
He remind me of Jesse.
Yeah, they was both. Jesse was athletic too.
Yeah,
He was
Jesse real athletic. Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably more athletic than I was. Yeah, without a doubt. But yeah, I appreciate you doing this, man. This has been fun for me because what I'll be doing right now is homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody that's coming in, all 13 that's in the building. We appreciate
right, what's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys coming in. Sure, I'm trying to give you more if you want more. I don't know if any questions.
Anybody else got y'all panel? Y'all got any more questions?
Panel's been nice. You guys panel got some real good questions. My man Warpath went with the research. I like it. Researching.
I'm just soaking it all in, man. You know.
Yeah, man, that's been a blast.
Yeah. This is cool. Man. Yeah, it's football is it's a crazy sport, you know. But it's a lot of moving parts, and as a fan, it can frustrate you. You sit there and you yell at the TV. As a coach, it can frustrate you. You sit there and you yell at the players. As a player, you know what I'm saying. But when it's all said and done, it's about team. It's about working together. That's why I always say football is life, because everything kind of I put in those terms. I really do. You gotta learn. You gotta be able to work with others, right, to have success. Right. You know, you gotta be able to work hard to get where you want to get or do what you want to do. You know, a little bit of luck helps sometimes. It's all in there. It's all sprinkled in there.
So Rico Proctor said, "Did you the biggest rival? Who were your biggest rivals?"
Well, being a Grizzly, you know, playing for University of Montana, our biggest rival was Montana State. So it was like the Grizz Cat game. And I was part of I was part of 7, 8, and 9 in a row. I forgot what the streak was before it was broke. And now it's kind of been back and forth. They beat us a couple times. But the Grizz Cat game is the biggest rival. That rival's so big, when you're a freshman there and the game is in Missoula, there's a mountain with a big M on it. Okay, you got to go guard that at night because their fans will try to go up there and paint it blue.
Oh man!
And paint it their color. So you got to kind of keep an eye on things. At least that's how it used to be.
What was our colors?
When I played, we were copper and gold, but now they switched to maroon and silver. It was maroon and silver, went to copper and gold. It was hard to keep that copper color for the uniform, everything, and so they went back to maroon and silver. But they did break out the throwbacks one year for that Grizz Cat game, the copper and gold, and it was sweet. Yeah, the
Outlaw King said, "What are your thoughts on Ron Rivera?" I don't know if you have any thoughts about Ron.
I don't because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really analyze coaches that much. I just kind of look at scheme and when I'm watching the games and see what's going on and ask why guys are not fitting their gaps. How come you're not in your run gap, dog? Like you a professional and you over here,
you
Landon Collins.
What are your thoughts on the Raiders moving to Las Vegas?
Hate it. I get it, but I hate it.
Yeah,
because if you ever been to a Raiders game, it's not family friendly. Getting to the game, going across that bridge where and I don't know if you ever been to one, but you know what that bridge you got to.
Yep.
Yeah, I get why they moved because it's just run down, it's raggedy, but I still say Oakland. I'm gonna still be telling
you that how trashy the stadium is and how they had the old tube TVs for their monitors. So when you go, you got the bunny ears on the TV when you.
Hey.
I wish they would have came to some agreement for a new stadium in Oakland so they can still be Oakland, but I understand why they moved. Now, I kind of like it because I can get to games easier, cheaper now. You can fly into Las Vegas for like 12 cents in a ham sandwich. You can fly into Vegas pretty cheap. So when we
you just drive up to St. Louis and then fly out from there.
Yeah, you can fly, or you can go. There's one a little bit closer to us. I think it's Mid America. They have Allegiant, but yeah, just St. Louis, 2-hour drive. You know, fly cheap right into Vegas. Yeah.
Okay. What things made you want to be a player and a coach?
What made me want to be a player and a coach?
Yeah.
Just the love of the game.
Yeah.
As long as I can remember, I love football.
Yeah. We were a football family. Over the top. Over the top.
Over the top. Oh yeah.
Over the top.
Yeah, from over the top. I used to sit on the edge of my mom's bed, and I have all these pillows right here. And Anthony and all my nephews, they used to run and try to dive over the top to score, and I'd be throwing the pillows at them to try to stop them, tackle them to the ground. But I just love football. I mean, that's what made me want to play. And then once I was done playing, I felt like I still needed to be around it, so that's what made me start coaching. Yeah, another good question. My dog's sitting there looking at me.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, let me ask. I gotta ask Damien a question because he's Damien.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the NFL dealing with the pandemic? Do you think they should have a bubble?
I don't know how they would be able to have a bubble.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Hammer. Thank you.
Next question. What
did we say last night, Dubs? We said the same thing.
Well, that'd be a big ass bubble. We might as well go to the moon then. I ain't making fun of my man, but I'm just saying that'd be a big ass bubble.
Oh man.
What I think Yuki meant to say this. What was your favorite Raiders game? Did he freeze on us, y'all?
Mannequin challenge.
He might have froze.
Oh man.
So if he come back up in here, we'll ask that question. I think he froze on us.
I was like, how in the world are you supposed to have a bubble?
I was telling somebody asked me that question yesterday. I can't remember who it was, but I said, you got to think about that. At minimum, if you do a bubble like that, that's going to be, you're talking about maybe at least 5,000 people, at least, when you take in the staff, the players of every team and everything like that.
It just wouldn't work.
Yeah, it won't. It's not practical.
How would you play games? It's the way. It wouldn't work.
Oh, Lord, do Jesus.
Make sure, guys, on your way in, make sure if you haven't already, make sure you smash your thumbs up for your host, Dubs. Check them out.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming up in here. I really appreciate it. I cannot do it without y'all.
Make sure too, guys. I see you guys picked up some subscribers. Make sure, guys, if you haven't subscribed to them, go ahead and do that for them, guys. Let's get them to that 300 goal.
He taking it to the top. He might print out his own money too once he do it, y'all. So he gonna be giving out dollar bills like Oprah give out cars.
Hey, what happened?
It just probably froze up real quick.
Oh,
back now though.
Hey Anthony, do you have Mace's? Do you have my son's phone number?
No, I don't.
Oh, he was trying to tune in, but I couldn't. I didn't know how to send him the thing. Do you have Lindsay's phone number?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. But let me see.
Hold on. Tell Mace to come here and tell me his number, and maybe he could send it to him.
No, don't tell me the number over here. People gonna try to take that number.
Never mind.
Never
mind. 555
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 5, 5, 5.
If he just
And why?
my name, the Dubs family, it just shows that we live right now.
Now why somebody gonna try to call that number? 555 1 2 3 4. Watch.
Somebody gonna call it.
Some lady in China gonna pick up that phone.
1-800 Tetherball. 1-800 Tetherball. Hold on a second. Hey, Lynn.
Okay.
Where's Jesse at, man?
I don't know. He might be at work. He usually pulling the double on the weekend. So
Ain't look making all that money.
Yeah.
Man.
He surprised we look like this. This what it look like. It say live. Oh, come on, man.
I just told him, hey, Mace, can you hear me? Yeah, he upstairs in his room. I don't want to touch my phone because you know what happened last time.
Okay.
It go out. It goes out of the thing.
Pieces on more. Yes. Yeah, that bubble question. Damien always asking about some bubbles.
Love.
Asking about bubbles. Yeah, that I don't know.
Oh, so do you have any thoughts on Tua? Do you know about anything about Tua?
Oh, I don't know. I know who they play. The Steelers next week or tomorrow?
No, they play Arizona.
Oh, they play Arizona.
Yeah,
I think I picked Arizona as my defense, so that'll tell you what I think what's going to happen to fantasy football. Now, you know, I was able to go. Let's see, what was it? 2017. One of our receiver coach here was his dad, Bobby Williams, used to coach at Alabama, and we got to go watch them practice in spring ball. And, you know, got to see Alabama practice and go through the facilities and all that. It was kind of cool. But Tua, I mean, he's pretty good. So,
who do you think the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
That'd be my homeboy.
Russell Wilson and what's his name?
Patrick
Mahomes.
Patrick.
Mahomes and Russell. I mean,
yeah, dangerous.
They just know how to win, man. They know how to win.
That's my quarterback right there.
Who, Russell?
Russell, I love Russell, man.
And we could have got him too on Warpath.
I mean, we could have got everybody. We could have drafted you, Sean.
And we don't know how to draft. It's Dan doing the drafting. When you got your owner doing the drafting, come on.
That's what happened.
We could have got Metcalf.
Oh, I think did you freeze when I asked this question? What was your favorite Raiders game?
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that question. What was my favorite game? Like
Raiders game. I guess he's asking all time because that's what
yeah, man.
Probably they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No,
it was because
it was.
I remember that's when Marcus Allen ran the run back around. But I remember the thing is, I remember where I was when I was watching it. I was at Aunt Dot's house.
Okay.
And we were laying on the living room floor watching the game. And I think I was the only one into it. Everybody else was just like playing cards or something. I was the only one acting crazy because my team was winning, right? But that game, I remember that game. So yeah, I would have to say that Super Bowl win where Marcus Allen did that reverse, changed direction and went all the way back.
Yeah, beat us bad too, man.
Yeah.
Damien need a bubble custom made.
Jeez. What did he say? Something about the bubble again?
No, somebody said he need a custom made bubble. They ain't here arguing. The 49ers need a bubble.
And they're literally.
Same energy.
That's right. Keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy. Man.
What do you want, dog? Come on. Dog,
I don't think Mace, you got a YouTube channel or
I do, but I don't do nothing on it.
yeah.
I do.
Look at old Boomer.
Yeah, he had to come out because he seen me out here. But so what do you think the Redskins record is gonna be? Damn, see, I can't even say it. The Washington football team.
You can say what you want on here because I still say the Skins.
The Skins.
11-5.
Jesus God.
I said 10-6 at the beginning. Now I'm believing it's more like 7-9, 8-8.
Hey, stick with your gut, man. You said 10-6. I said 11-5.
I know, but I said 10-6, but
man, we can win 9 games, bro.
I said 9-7.
What's that schedule look like? The remaining schedule?
Well, as it looks right now, you don't want to. Any given Sunday, any team can beat you. We got we are the one team that can pull off some victories in a row because I believe Eagles have a harder schedule than us, right?
Yep.
Coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't know what about the Giants? Do they got that same road too?
I think they do.
And the Cowboys do too, right? Cowboys play the Steelers tomorrow.
Man, the Cowboys, they play the Steelers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whoever the quarterback
Guess who
is,
my defense on fantasy football this week? The Steelers.
Man, Dallas is beige right now. They straight dookie. It's like they're gonna get hammered. I feel sorry for the quarterback.
Man, who was their quarterback this week, Corey?
Last week it was Finucci, or the guy from JMU.
DeCucci.
We call him DeCucci.
Yeah. I don't know who it is. They put
Rush.
somebody else in there this week.
Cooper Rush, I think.
Cooper
I think
Rush?
either that or what's eating Gilbert Grape.
Nah.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if the Cowboys
Gilbert. He said Gilbert. Ready Red said Gilbert.
You're right. Let the Steelers play down, right? If they play down, thinking it's an easy win.
The Steelers haven't beat the Cowboys in probably 4 years, 4, 5. It's been a little minute.
2008. Yeah, it's been a while.
Really?
Yep.
Don't be surprised.
Well, I hope they don't.
I ain't gonna be surprised. The same thing gonna happen to them that happened last week.
It looked like they gave up. But if I'm a Cowboy, you better put a good product on film because you auditioning for jobs right now. So don't be out there going half, not playing hard.
Man, don't nobody want to put on no style.
Some of those guys that don't have those big contracts. What'd you say?
I said, don't nobody want to put on no star. A homeless man wouldn't want to play for the Cowboys.
You hear that, Boomer?
Oh, man.
That's funny. Okay, sir. Hey, we'll give you a hotel. We'll give you food and water. No, I'm good with this cardboard box. I don't want to play. I'm straight, man.
Y'all not gonna mess my image. Y'all not gonna mess up my image. No.
That's funny.
Whew.
I always hated the Cowboys, so I don't mind that they're garbage right now.
Me and you both, brother. Me and you both.
Oh yeah, Jesse though.
Yeah, but Jesse ain't a delusional. Jesse, he'll come on here and tell us they gonna lose.
Yeah, he not delusional. You right,
man.
That's who I've been waiting to see come on the panel. Jesse, Cowboy fan.
Oh, man.
I need to forward all my videos.
So who do y'all play tomorrow? Who do Raiders play tomorrow?
I think the Chargers.
I
think so. Chargers.
Yeah, y'all do. Yep, that's right.
Yeah. That's gonna be a tough game. They got that Justin Aberry, or whatever his last name, QB is pretty good. Rookie quarterback from Oregon.
Yeah.
He's playing. Herbert, yeah.
That should be a win.
He's playing good ball right now.
Yeah. They just gotta put it. They can't put together a win. They fall apart at the end all the time.
Yeah. Just keep on falling this tomorrow. It'll be all right. Just keep on falling apart and then get it together next week. So,
that is.
Hey, and I'm gonna have to get ready to go.
Okay.
Is there any more questions or any?
I don't see no questions in here, but I want to thank everybody for coming on. I want to thank my Uncle Mace for coming on and blessing us with football knowledge. I want to thank my boy on the warpath, my boy Skins fan all day. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support panel. We'll catch y'all on the next live. And come join the Dubs family where you are, my family. And I'm out.
There you go.